What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back for another episode of a Tottenham update. And let's get straight into it. And the first one we've got is from Charlie Eccleshare of The Athletic. And he's saying Tottenham will try and sign an attacking player in January after failing to do so in the summer. Who could that be, Sim?
They had the whole summer. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like there was anything restricting them from signing one in the summer. They had the whole summer, and they couldn't get one over the line. So, what makes me believe what happens is we're going to feed these stories in the summer. We're going to be linked with in the January. We're going to be linked with left, right, and centre attacking options. We're going to be there's going to be attackers pulling out of their squads left, right, and centre, and we're going to end up with no one, or we're going to end up with like a defensive mid, and we're going to somehow say, oh well, Ndombele can be an attacking, so we just get a defensive mid in, and then he can go be a right winger or something. Like it's a nonsense. So I'll believe it when I see it, kind of thing. And
it's interesting because following on from that, Timur Goratskaya, who is Kavisha Karakszkilia's client. Remember that player that we were linked
with?
The Georgian Messi. And he's been talking, and he's hinted that Tottenham could have signed the Georgian winger for 18 million this summer. And he also confirms that the winger's value is dropping.
So maybe it's him. Look, we need another attacker. We know that. We need another winger, probably another striker, because we're lacking those areas from depth point of view. But with this club, we never address the areas we seriously need, do we, usually? So in that summer, that January, we desperately needed a striker. We ended up only with Bergwijn and didn't sign any striker, and it hurt us really badly.
Yeah.
So we'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Next, we're going to look at a publication called Sport. Not quite sure how reliable they are, but they're saying Barcelona have identified Tottenham Hotspur's Tanguy Ndombele as a transfer target for January. I mean, we saw these rumours pop up a few weeks ago saying that they're looking for, what was it?
A
physical midfielder.
Yeah, right. So Ndombele, exactly. I don't think that's true. And Barca is still strapped for cash as well, and the amount of money it's going to take to get Ndombele at Barca is probably way too much unless there's a player involved or something. So all these transfer leagues, I can't take them seriously. They literally got rid of Griezmann on a free because they can't afford to keep him. Like, I can't see them going for a big money move for Ndombele.
Do you think they're, off topic a bit, but do you think there's any chance that we can offload any of our kind of deadwood players or players that we don't want to Newcastle and get quite a bit of money in?
Maybe Dele Alli.
He's the only one. Do you reckon, if Tanguy Ndombele doesn't pull through for us, then we can look to ship him off to Newcastle?
Maybe Ndombele.
I guess he'll move to Newcastle is another question.
If they pay him enough.
Yeah.
Probably.
Interesting. All right, let's move on to the Evening Standard. And they say Jose Mourinho is considering a move for young Spurs goalkeeper Joshua Uluwayemi, whom he rates highly. He is also attracting interest from Benfica and a number of German clubs.
Interesting. How old is he?
I'll tell you in a second, but what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I've never seen him play. I don't know who he is, but sounds like he could be one for the future, and he's one maybe
20.
20. Don't know. Never seen him. I'd like to see how good he is. But if he's that highly rated, hopefully I'd like to think we'd keep him on and give him an opportunity. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's very rare for you get keepers like Donnarumma and De Gea who came in at a very, very young age and start playing well. But it's very, very rare. So 20 is still very young for a goalkeeper. So I would assume he probably most likely won't hit his peak for another couple of years. Probably more, probably 3, 4, 5 years. So I don't know. We've got Galini there now, who's also not the oldest keeper. He's at 26, so he's got time on his side as well. So I guess maybe he sees the path blocked at Tottenham at the moment.
Does it say a lot about him though if Jose Mourinho wants him at Roma? If that's true, by the way.
Yeah, I think it probably does.
Yeah.
Probably does. It seemed like he's impressive. Yeah.
All right, and the last bit of transfer news we've got to you is from Calcio Mercato, another one revealing its face again from the summer, and it says Tottenham are targeting the signing of Weston McKennie as Juventus value him at £24 million, and that would be a steal for someone like him, wouldn't it?
Again, could have got him if we seriously wanted to get it for 24 million, unless his price has dropped. Like, why wouldn't we have paid that in the summer? So. Another one where I just think it's, again, rumours fueling it. We'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, and it's worth noting as well, Allegri said about him in the summer how he's an important player for Juventus and he's going to be here for many years to come. So it's hard to really believe these kind of rumours. But Let's move on to the international roundup, where we see how Spurs players have got on their international games so far. Last night was a mad game. Belgium against France finished 3-2 to France on the night. Belgium were 2-0 up at half time, but bottled it in the end. Hugo Lloris playing 90 minutes, and there was that one clip I saw of that save he made.
One of the best saves.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Incredible reaction save, one-handed from De Bruyne. It was a shot that bounced on the floor from close range with a lot of power, and I don't know how Lloris kept out. I've seen it 100 times. I still don't know how he keeps out. Phenomenal save. But a lot of people have been critical about him for the goals, though. I don't know if you've seen the goals.
Seen him, no.
Beating at the near post with both of them, but I think first one he was quite unsighted, and the second one it's like just hit the roof of the net in the near post. It's hard to stop when Lukaku a lot of power.
Right. All right, Slovenia under-21s against England under-21s. Skip played 90 minutes in that game, and I was looking at some player ratings. I didn't see anything from the game, but I saw player ratings from the Evening Standard, and they only gave him a 6 out of 10.
That probably means he was great.
Their write-up for him says, imposed himself on the midfield in the first half and opened up Slovenia in the build-up to Gallagher's goal. Failed to respond to the challenge after the break.
Okay.
So that's Ollie Skip. Let's move on to Paraguay against Argentina. For the game finished 0-0. Romero playing 90 minutes, so he bags another clean sheet for Argentina. And Lo Celso lasting more than 60 minutes, lasting 75 minutes this time. So
I saw he played on the left-hand side.
Oh, did he?
Of a 4-4.
Oh, interesting.
So played kind of left midfielder, which is interesting. Not usually his position. We're not used to him playing there.
Let's move on to Venezuela 1, Brazil 3. Emerson coming on for the final 15 minutes of the game and getting himself another cap for Brazil.
Nice.
And last but not least was Uruguay 0, Colombia 0. And Colombia kept a clean sheet. That might be because Sanchez didn't play a minute.
So he can't even get in the Colombia team
No,
anymore.
He was on the bench the whole game, Davinson Sanchez.
Was Yeremina playing?
Yeah.
There you go. So shows how valued he is in Colombia at the moment. I thought he'd be definitely starting, but can't even get in the Colombia team at the moment.
Very interesting. We'll see how the rest of the international break unfolds. So far, we've got some more games happening tonight. Wales away to Czech Republic, where Joe Rodon will play. Maxim Pastotsi will play at home for Estonia against Belarus, and then a host of games on Saturday where Ireland take on Azerbaijan in the World Cup qualifier, where Matt Doherty and Troy Parrott both in the squad. Denmark away to Moldova, where Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is in the squad. England away to Andorra, where obviously Harry Kane is in the squad. Senegal at home to Namibia, where Papa Sarr is in the squad. England under-19s take on Mexico in Spain, where Alfie Devine, Dane Scarlett and Niall John are in the squad. And then that is it. And then obviously the Sunday games, you got Spain taking on France, where Brian Hill, Sergio Reguilon and Hugo Lloris will be taking on each other.
It's the Nations League final.
That's the Nations League final, obviously. And then Colombia at home to Brazil, where Emerson Royale will come up against Davinson Sanchez. And Argentina play Uruguay, where Giovanni Lo Celso and Christian Romero will obviously be in the squad. But that is your international roundup. That is your Tottenham update. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding any of the topics we brought to you today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.